Obviously will face serious questions, won't they, in these by-elections, I suppose. How do you see it going?
I don't know. I tried to I phoned friends in both by-elections to find out what's going on. I think everyone says it's tight, but, It's looking like Labour have had a good campaign in Wakefield. I don't know what the result will be, and the Lib Dems have worked hard. I mean, for the Lib Dems in particular to win that seat in the southwest, I think that's a really tall order for them, and if they pull that off, that will be a bit of a shock. But I've just looked at I've been watching the conversation tonight. It looks like the Tories have managed to handle the national media to price in a double defeat, doesn't it? So everyone's just assuming they're going to lose. I mean, and it's really, which surprises me, because to actually take a by-election seat it's really hard work. I've run a few in my time, and I've run double-header by-election, or been involved in double-header by-elections. And the pressure was really on. In Tony Blair's time, I ran a Birmingham by-election when there was one in Leicester, and we won one and lost one. And there was some talk that Tony Blair might resign had we lost both of them. So they're troublesome for incumbent parties.
Is it just, and we will move on to your weight loss stuff and your book, which I've had in front of me, Tom. Can I just say all show, by the way? There we go. Yes, yeah. Just give me one more on the political stuff, if that's all right. Because do you think that Keir Starmer actually? I mean, what am I? Let's say I was desperate to vote for Keir Starmer. I just don't know what I'm voting for, Tom.
Well, I think you've got to see where the party comes from. I look at it from the nadir of 2019. I literally cannot believe the Labour Party is in contention in any by-election right now, because when you've had a breach of trust with voters,
you got hammered.
Absolutely annihilated in 2019. Yeah. And that was a rejection of Jeremy Corbyn's leadership, in my view. But when you lose that trust, it's very hard to win back. So, I think what the current polls show is, it really does show how the Conservatives have squandered a very large electoral majority. And I think what they see with Labour now is, I think they look at Keir Starmer and they see great integrity and decency. Well, they want to now look at the team around him, and will reserve judgment until they look at a manifesto at the next election. I mean, don't forget Labour's manifesto at the last election promised a lot of things that frightened.
Well, I mean, we'd be double skinned. We'd be doubly skinned now. We'd have been bankrupt before the pandemic, some might say, so to be fair.